Daniel 6:4. Him and the king thought to send him to the whole realm. Then the presidents and the princes sought to find occasion against Daniel concerning the kingdom, that they could find none occasion or fault, for as much as he was faithful, neither was there any error or fault found in him. Then said these men, we shall not find an occasion against Daniel, except we find it against concerning the law of his God. Then this presidents and princes assembled together to the king, and said thus unto him, King Darius, live forever. All the presidents of the kingdoms, the governors and the princes, the counselors and the captains have consulted together to establish a royal statute, and to make a firm decree, that whosoever shall ask a petition of any god or man for 30 days, save of the king, O king, he shall cast into the den of lions. Now, O king, establish the decree and sign the writing, that it may not be changed according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which altered not. Therefore, the king Darius signed the written decree. Now, when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house, and his windows being open in his chamber toward Jerusalem, he kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before his God, as he did aforetime. Then these men assembled and found Daniel praying and making supplication before his God. Then they came near and spake before the king concerning the king's decree. Hath they not signed a decree that every man that shall ask a petition of any god or man 30 days, save the king, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions? The king answered and said, the king is true according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which altereth not. Then answered them and said before the king, that Daniel, which is of the children of the captivity of Judah, regardeth not thee, O king, nor the decree that thou hast signed, but maketh the petition 3 times a day. Then the king, when he heard these words, was sore displeased with himself, and set his heart on Daniel to deliver him. And he labored till the going down of the sun to deliver him. Then these men assembled unto the king, and said unto the king, Now, O king, that thou, the law of the Medes and Persians, that no decree nor statute which the king established may be changed. Then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions. Now the king spake and said unto Daniel, Thy God, whom thou servest continually, will he deliver thee. And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den. And the king sealed it with his own signet, and with the signet of his lord, and the purpose might be changed concerning Daniel. Then the king went to his palace and passed the night fasting, either with instruments of music brought before him, and his sleep went from him. Then the king arose very early in the morning, and went to haste into the den of lions. And when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said to Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living God, is thy God, whom thou servest continually, able to deliver thee from the lions? Then said Daniel unto the king, O king, live forever. My God has sent his angel, and has shut the lion's mouth, that they have not hurt me, for as much as before him innocency was found in me, and also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt. Then the king, exceedingly glad for him, and commanded that they should take Daniel up out of the den. So Daniel was taken up out of the den, no manner of hurt was found upon him, because he believed in his God. And the king commanded, and they brought those men which hath accused Daniel, that they cast them into the den of lions, them, their children, their wives, and the lion had the mastery of them, and brake all their bones in pieces, on ever they came at the bottom of the den. The king Darius wrote unto all the peoples, nations, and languages that dwell in the earth, Peace be multiplied unto you, and make a decree, that in every dominion of my kingdom men tremble and fear before the God of Daniel, for he is the living God, and steadfast forever, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed, and his dominion shall be even unto the end. He delivereth and rescueth, and his work signs and wonders in the heavens and earth, who hath delivered Daniel from the power of the lions. So the Daniel prospered in the reign of Darius, and in the reign of Cyrus the Persian. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and a vision of his head upon his bed. And he wrote the dream, and told the sum of the matter. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the 4 winds of the heavens strove upon the great sea, and 4 great beasts came up from the sea, diverse of one another. The first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand from the feet, as a man, and man's heart was given to it. And behold, another beast, a second like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said unto it, Arise, devour much flesh. And after this I beheld, lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given unto it. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had a great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. I consider the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whose there was 3 first horns plucked up of the roots. And behold, if this horn was eyes like eyes of man, and mouth speaking great things. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the ancient days did sit, whose garment and behold, the thrones were cast down, and the ancient days sit, those garments was white as snow, his hair of his head like pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened. And I beheld them because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake. I beheld even till the beast was slain, and his body destroyed, and given to the burning flame. As concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and time. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory and kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the vision of me had troubled me. I came near unto one of them that stood by, and asked him the truth of this. So he told me and made me know the interpretation of things, the great beasts which are 4 and 4 kings which shall rise of the earth, but the saints of the Most High shall take kingdom and possession over the kingdom forever and ever and ever. Then I would know the truth of the 4 beasts, which was diverse from all the others, exceedingly dreadful, with teeth with iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured, breaking pieces and stamped the residue with his feet. And of the 10 horns there were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before him there fell, even of the horn that his eyes and his mouth had spake very great things, whose looks more stout than his fellows. I beheld that the same horn made war with the saints, and prevailed against them unto the Ancient of Days, and the judgment was given of the saints of the Most High. And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Thus he said, the 4th beast shall be the 4th kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down, and break it into pieces. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom were 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and he shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given unto his hand until the times and times, and the dividing of time. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom were under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, which kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all the dominion shall serve him and obey. Hitherto it is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my cogitations much troubled me, and my countenance changed in me, but I kept the matter in my heart. In the 3rd year of the reign of King Belshazzar, a vision appeared unto me, even unto me Daniel, after that which appeared unto me at the first. And I saw in a vision, and it came to pass, when I saw that I was at Shushan in the palace, which is in the province of Elam. And I saw in a vision, and I was by the river of Ulai. Then I lifted up mine eyes, and I saw, and behold, there stood before the river a ram which had 2 horns, and 2 horns were high, but one was higher than the other, and the higher came up last. I saw the ram pushing westward and northward and southward, so that no beast might stand before him, neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand, and he did according to his will, and became great. And I was considering, beheld, as he, a goat, came the west on the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground. And the goat had a notable horn between his eyes, and he came to the ram, and had 2 horns, which I had sent standing before the river, and ran into him in the fury of his power. And I saw him come close into the ram, and he was moved with the choler against, and smote the ram, and brake him 2 horns, and there was no power in the ram to stand before him. But he cast him down to the ground, and stamped upon him, and there was none that could deliver the ram out of his hand. Therefore he goat waxed very great, and when he was strong, the great horn was broken, and for it came up 4 notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven, and out of one of them came forth a little horn, which waxed exceedingly great toward the south, and toward the east, and toward the pleasant land, and it was waxed great even to the host of heaven, and it came down some of the hosts of the stars to the ground, and stamped upon them. Yea, he magnified himself into the prince of the hosts, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of his sanctuary was cast down, and on the most end, and a host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason transgression, to cast down the truth to the ground, and to practice and it practiced and prospered. Then I heard one saint speaking, and another saint said unto that certain saint which spake, How long shall be a vision concerning the daily sacrifice and the transgressions of desolation, to give both the sanctuary and the host to be trodden under foot? And he said unto me, Into 2,300 days then shall the sanctuary be cleansed. And it came to pass, when I, Daniel, had seen the vision, I sought further meaning. Then behold, there stood before me as the appearance of a man, and I heard a man's voice between the banks of Ulai, which called and said, Gabriel, make this man to understand the vision. So I came near where I stood, and where he came, I was afraid, and fell upon my face. But he said unto me, Understand, O son of man, for at the time of the end shall be the vision. Now as he was speaking with me, I was in a deep sleep on my face toward the ground, but he touched me and set me upright. And he said, Behold, I will make thee know what shall be in the last end of the indignation, for at the time appointed the end shall be. The ram which thou sawest having 2 horns are the king of the Medes and Persians, and the rough goat is the king of Grecia, and the great horn that is in between his eyes is the first king. Now that being broken, whereas 4 stood upon for it, 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power. In the later time of their kingdom, when their transgressors are come to full, and king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up. And his power shall be mighty, but not his own power, and he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the princes of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. And the vision of the evening and the morning, which was told, is true. Wherefore shut up thy vision, for that shall be for many days. And I, Daniel, fainted, and I was sick certain days afterwards. And I rose up into the king's business, and I was astonished at the vision, but none understood it.